So I'm going to tell you about a quarterback that I will not be drafting in any of my leagues, not because he's a bad quarterback per se, but because I do not like the value that he's at right now, and that is Russell Wilson, the quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. So Russell Wilson finished as the quarterback 6 last season, but if you asked fantasy owners if they liked having Russell Wilson on their team last year, most of them would say no, and here's why. He had a great beginning half to the season. He actually was the number 1 quarterback for the first 8 weeks in terms of average fantasy points per game, and he only had 1 week where he didn't finish as a top 10 quarterback. But the second half of the season was a lot worse. He finished as the quarterback 17 in terms of average fantasy points per game during those final 8 weeks, and only had 2 finishes as a top 10 quarterback. Because of his inconsistency, his ADP at 603 is just too high. I'd rather take a player like Brady, Rodgers, Jalen Hurts, who have just as high of upside, but you can draft in later rounds. The Seahawks also brought in a new offensive coordinator specifically to run the ball more, meaning Wilson will need to focus on efficiency instead of production.